Hey guys, in today's video we're gonna be talking about Kadena project, which in recent days is going absolutely parabolic, attracting a lot of attention. That's why I thought it would be great to do some more in-depth research to provide you guys with the most important information about the project. We're gonna be talking about how Kadena works, what problem it solves and why it's important, its tokenomics, the team, and we're gonna compare it to its competitors. At the beginning, I need to stress that none of it is a financial advice. I'm just sharing things that I learned, so maybe you can find it useful in your own crypto journey. So without further ado, let's begin. So the purpose of Kadena is to be a single resource to build blockchain applications. In doing so, Kadena solves three major problems that have been stopping widespread blockchain adoption, including scalability, security, and ease of use. So Kadena public blockchain is a proof-of-work protocol. And let's stop here for a moment. We all know problems associated with proof of work. Relying on it usually means slow transaction and low throughput. And guess what? Kadena found a solution. Essentially, Kadena figured out how to shard proof of work, which is something unique because proof of work is considered much safer than proof of stake. For example, Bitcoin is running on proof of stake, and it's considered the most secure digital asset because it's never been hacked. Okay, we already said about proof of work security. The other important thing is Pact, smart contract language designed by Kadena, which makes designing safer smart contracts much easier by automatically detecting bugs. So basically, Pact protects developers from exploits they might face on other smart contract platforms. And we all know that these exploits already happened, for example on Ethereum dApps. Okay, now let's talk about third advantage of Kadena, which is ease of use. Kadena was developed to be integrated into traditional business and understood by non-technical users, and Pact code is stored in a human-readable format. Pact code has error messages, and Pact contracts are upgradable, allowing developers to fix errors. Kadena is among the first blockchain projects to deliver such a comprehensive feature set. Now let's talk about important goal Kadena wants to achieve. Public blockchains always raise privacy concerns, because it would require companies to share sensitive information publicly. Now, a few projects are seeking to connect enterprises to public blockchain networks without compromising on privacy. One of them is Waves, that is working on a solution called Gravity Hub. It allows Waves to get data from other blockchains, including private chains, and also allows enterprises with private chains to share only necessary data with the public blockchain, which they achieve using interchain bridges. Kadena appears to be doing things differently. They aim to be an end-to-end solution for connecting enterprises to public blockchain. So they are basically simplifying this process because they want enterprises to build application on its own private chain instead of building from scratch and create smart contracts on its public chain that allows users to interact with those applications, which is of course far more complicated. Now let's take a look at Kadena Competitors. First of all, Kadena is much cheaper compared to its already cheap competitors. The fees are close to zero. Secondly, Kadena has a maximum of 480k transactions per second, massively outperforming other chains. And of course it has proof of work, which is considered the safest consensus mechanism. Now let's talk about Kadena's team, which is I believe another big advantage of this project. So let's have a look. The founders of Kadena project are Will Martino and Stuart Popejoy. Prior to the launch of Kadena in 2016, they were already leaders in blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions. Stuart Popejoy led JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group, and Will Martino was recruited from his role as the tech lead for the SEC's cryptocurrency steering committee. Together, Stuart and Will built JP Morgan's first blockchain, now known as JPM Coin. Now let's take a look at the rest of the team. As you can see, they have really strong background. They were working in companies such as Apple, Microsoft, Disney, KPMG or Hewlett-Packard. Now let's come back to founders. So Stuart Popejoy, apart from leading JP Morgan's emerging blockchain group, has 15 years of experience building trading system and exchange backbones for the financial industry. Will Martino previously served as a lead engineer for Juno, which is JP Morgan blockchain prototype, and was also tech lead for the SEC's cryptocurrency steering committee. And the third really important person is Dr. Stuart Haber, who is the most cited person in Bitcoin white paper, and a colleague of blockchain inventor Satoshi Nakamoto. And guys, we all have to admit it's huge. I cannot name any other project that involves person who previously worked with Satoshi Nakamoto. So I guess that after learning about their team, we can be quite sure that these people know what they are doing. So now we can move to tokenomics. The overall emission of Kadena platform happens through two processes: mining and release of allocated tokens. These can be compared to drilling for oil, mining for gold, or minting a new currency. The vast majority of the overall emission is through mining. It's important to understand the timescale. Mining is incentivized by rewards for each new block that slowly decrease over time. This distribution continues over a period that lasts over 100 years. So it's similar that in Bitcoin's case. So while Kadena's total emission of 1 billion tokens sounds like a lot, it's more important to focus on the total emission rate. As you can see, KDA supply will increase gradually. The team assured that it will not exceed a platform coin release rate of 22 million tokens per year and 2 million tokens per month. Circulating supply of Kadena is now about 153 million tokens. And as you can see from the image, it's gonna be about 525 million in 2031, which makes yearly inflation rate quite high. Here you can see Kadena token allocation in percentage. Mining share is 70%, which stands for 700 million tokens that represent all coins that will be emitted through mining over 100 plus years. Platform share is 200 million tokens. This represents all coins that will be emitted till 2030. And also we have 9% from investors, strategic and contributors, which is 90 million tokens, and 1%, which is 10 million tokens, was burned at launch. Right now, as you can see, the market cap of Kadena is over $1 billion. In last month, price went absolutely parabolic, giving holders 4x gains. So even though I'm really bullish on Kadena, I think it might be responsible to wait for a dip, since we didn't have any significant correction after this crazy ride. To sum this video up, Kadena, just like Bitcoin, runs on proof of work consensus, which is considered much safer than proof of stake. It is also first crypto project that discovered how to scale proof of work. It has really strong team with massive experience and outperforms every competitor in terms of maximum transaction per second and lower fees. Taking into account its really strong fundamentals, I see it going even to top 30 coins by market cap during this bull run. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate that. And I hope to see you in next videos.